video game drama, and covered some insane opinions people were having about it. How the game activated some fatherly instinct in some men, and how people were calling those men creepy incels for having the basic human desire to start a family. A small part of that video was covering far-left Twitch streamer Hassan Piker's awful opinion about it. I will play that segment in its entirety so you have some context.
What's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about like starting families and stuff. And I don't understand like why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience. You should care about things you actually enjoy, right?
A dog that's just basically not even moving.
If you're a lonely gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman, why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like riding for having children? Like, it's just not something that you're gonna experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life, right? This is
God, he's such a pessimist. I hate Hassan. Oh. So operating under the assumption that they can't find women even though they're gamers, it's pretty sad. Poor dogs. Poor dogs.
This is something that I never understand.
Wow, maybe there's a reason people are yearning to start a family and can't afford to have one and can't seem to find a partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this. Oh well, guess not. First of all, the only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded and also very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. Second of all, what is this nihilistic horseshit? You never aspire for anything, never aim for greatness and meaning. And I love how he's like, unfuckable loser.
See, this is where I always like this. Okay, I watch Shu on Head enough that whenever she's on one of these, you know, honestly, now I think about it, I am kind of a lot more like Shoe on Head than, well, Asbin or Nux. But I suppose they're trying to sensationalize a little bit, although she's doing a pretty good job right here too. But like. I Asmund and Nux, I agree with some of their portions where they're like, oh, well, we need to be more strict. We need to be harsher on things. But then it's like, well, Nux specifically, he just starts spewing like a little. He just goes a little bit too far for me. But that's what his community likes about him. So, you know. Like if you think about it, I'm probably like, you know, you know that I wonder if I can find that. I saw it. Hold on. I saw it earlier in my. I bet you it's gonna be gone now, but my feed. And it's going to be gone. Of course it's going to be gone. But you know, you remember that drawing? It's a line with stick figures, and it's like, you know, the left and the right and the center. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. And you know how the line just starts getting longer and longer, and the left is running away from the center? And then all of a sudden the center's not the center anymore and it's on the right side. That's me. 100% me. Like, there's some stuff I wish would work. I wish we could figure out how to make work. Like, you know, good. Let me see. You know, nationalized healthcare. That would be nice if it would work. Like everyone points out on the right side. Well, that never works. Then you get this waiting line effect where you know, because doctors don't make as much, and you know, capitalism's not involved anymore, so the quality of insurance is going to be worse and longer waits and all this stuff. And you know what? That is true. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. But the capitalist method that's going on in the United States now isn't working either, because honestly, it costs way too much for a standard person. Like, actually, I'm sure some of you have actually heard my lisp here. That lisp is actually from me missing a couple of teeth, and I can't afford to get them fixed because I have a family and, you know, 3 kids and a wife, and I prioritize my children's health before mine, which is, you know, not how successful people do it. You know, you got to focus on yourself first, and what, I don't know. That's a line of crap. To me as well. Anyway, I guess I can't find that. It's gone out of my timeline. Oh well, let's get back to this.
Like, okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers could easily go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, Hassan. Also,
Red light district in Europe. They're so interesting.
so 35,
Muslim, by the way.
no kids,
Muslim, by the
sitting
way.
in
Don't
his
forget
ugly
about
ass
that.
$600 Gucci sweater. I swear I've never seen this guy in a fucking normal ass t-shirt. Sitting on
Yeah, you know, yeah, that's the other thing. That's the irony of Hassan. He's saying how everybody's so, you know, everybody's so crappy and they can't, you know, you're unfuckable or whatever. And he's sitting there, he's playboying it up. Well, playgirling it up. What is the magazine for women? I can't remember. But like, it's weird. I don't understand how the followers follow him, because he says all of these things that are like anti rich people and anti, like, you know, a bunch of anti stuff, and then he's actually doing it. He's so hypocritical.
on his high horse, looking down at people for wanting something more out of life. I don't understand how someone could be so mentally mind raped that this is their reaction to such like a simple, wholesome concept.
That was 3 minutes of a 30-minute long video. I
He
didn't
didn't
think
like
much
it.
of it. I just uploaded
Yeah,
it and moved
I watched
on. The next day,
that
I
one
woke
already,
up,
but
and my
this
YouTube
one's
homepage
even better.
was flooded with videos like Shoe on Head just ended Hassan. Shoe on Head destroys Hassan. Shoe on Head finishes on Hassan.
Tectone.
Wait, what? I had no idea
Jesus.
what was going on. And to my surprise, he actually responded back, which then
That's not
prompted
a
a bunch
surprise.
of new videos. Hassan just had his biggest meltdown. Hassan's biggest meltdown yet. Shoe on
It's
Head has
absolutely not the biggest meltdown.
Hey,
so far.
it's-
It's not even remotely
it's
close.
Raves.
completely
Rev.
mind-broken
Not even
Hassan.
close.
Rev,
His response
sorry.
to me couldn't be that bad, right? Right?
What an unbearable f***ing way to exist,
Oh,
dude. Oh, I'm getting
he
all my
changed his
politics
clothes.
from Shoe on Head. Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl. Ooh, look at me. 4chan guy.
How does he get that so wrong? How does he say emo for her? Like, there's not even black eyeshadow. Like, seriously.
Guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me. Why would you openly admit that you listen to Shoe on Head? What the f*** is wrong with you?
In this video,
Man.
I'm going to show my
In a suit?
raw
I know.
reaction to his response, and throughout that will be sprinkled in, like, normal commentary. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, I was really debating whether or not to do a response to his response, but, like, Everyone else is covering this crash out, so why
might as
wouldn't
well
I,
get some
the
of it.
subject of said crash out,
Exactly.
cover it myself?
Of
Like,
course.
there's currently a resolution in Congress to, like, disavow Hassan Piker, the same thing
Please
that they
do
did
it.
to Nick Fuentes, disavowing private citizens for what they said on the internet. What are we doing here? Does our government really
Yeah.
have nothing better to do? Like, there is so much going on in the country right now, so much going on in the world right now. I feel like decades worth of news happens, like, every week. Every day there is a breaking story of the most insane stuff you've ever heard in your life. Everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion immediately. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, you're probably not seeing the full picture. And that's why, for 5 years now, I have been using
That's why you
today's
guys watch me.
sponsor, Ground News.
That's why you
so let's
watch
quickly
me.
give them a shout out before we
Sure,
dive into
Asmund.
today's reaction and video, shall we?
Real
When you
serious, I
browse the
haven't
news,
seen
you
any
will
of this at
probably
all.
arrive at completely different conclusions depending on what outlet
saw,
you
like, a
see
clip.
first. For example, if you saw this headline first,
claims
you
he
might
has to
think
deal with
things are
Iran.
going according to plan and
No.
the war may be over
No.
soon. And this is just a smart pressure tactic to get the deal done. However, if you saw this headline first, you might think that things are going
Trump
to
will be
escalate.
will be
And if you
bombed.
saw this headline first,
Trump melts
you might
down.
think Trump is going crazy and probably is not emotionally stable enough
Well-
to even be the president. Three
Yeah, I've heard that a
headlines,
lot.
three completely different conclusions. And that's why today's sponsor, Ground News, is
Ground
so
News.
important. Ground News is a website and an app designed to make reading the news easier and more data-driven.
I know.
Every day they pull in thousands
I'm actually
of
kinda
stories
glad that
from
she's
all
got a
around the
sponsorship
world. And each
through
story
them.
comes with visual breakdowns of political leanings and ownership bias. Let's go back to that story to see it in action. Right away, you can see that 117 outlets covered this story. That's a lot. You can also see the bias distribution chart for the story. The coverage was pretty even all across the political
Boxy's
spectrum.
coming for your
and under
job?
that, you
Is
can
that
check
right?
the overall factuality and ownership. You can even see who broke the news first, which is pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
But one of my favorite features of Ground News has to be the blind spot feature. It is so fun.
Yeah.
It basically shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political spectrum, but ignored by the other. For example,
lot of
here's a
those.
story about how the US
Most of
government
those.
wants Google to share data on an unidentified Canadian Trump critic.
Oh, that's good.
Bizarre and dystopian. 32 outlets covered
Great.
this story, 22 were left-wing, and only 2 were right-wing. That's
Wow.
insane. I am definitely going to read up on this. I've been using Ground News for years now. It is one of the first apps I check in the morning. It really helps me digest all the news better and helps cut through all the noise. But don't
I
just
just
take
look at Twitter. I look for where's the most racist anime profile picture?
Oh man.
Okay, what does he think? Yeah. True.
my word on it. The Nobel Peace
So
Center
true.
called it an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your
course.
worldview. Best of all, I'm currently offering
Same, I'm
40%
radicalized
off
by
their
7:30 in the
Advantage
morning.
plan, which is
Yeah.
the plan I use to access
Perfect.
all their amazing features. So go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code here on screen, or use the link in the video description down there. Big thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this
Wow,
video,
how
and thank
nice.
you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. I can always count on you. Right? And now, without further ado, let's get back to this video. So I thought it would be fun if someone joined me responding to this, because it
Wait.
is so ridiculous. I needed somebody
She
to
brought
like
an
bounce
anime
it
girl?
with, because
Really?
I felt like I needed
Wow.
some
She
got
like,
a
emotional,
that's
moral
a
support,
cartoon.
because I feel like I'm going insane watching this. So I am joined here
got a
today with
cartoon
the
on
lovely
there.
Smug Alana, the VTuber, everyone's favorite Oshi.
Hey guys, I'm a JPEG and I would bow, but I
Wow.
can't, so just pretend I am doing it right now.
No, nice
close enough.
bounce.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it'll get the views in, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you were on the last Shoe on Head video.
I know
will
who
literally
Alana
shit
is.
Myself
Oh, I
if
know
you
her.
Bring that shit up in here, okay?
Uh-oh.
Why? What do you want me to do? Myself in the face, not die in the process, but at least lose significant chunks of my f***ing brain so I can operate at the same substandard, suboptimal IQ level that Shoe on Head and her dumb audience operates in, so I can do a regular response to that? Is that what you want me to do?
Why is he so mad? Still has yet to bring up anything. Zero points. Zero points addressed.
How many seconds in are
I basically made the same joke in my video about like giving myself brain damage so I could understand.
Trying
Uh-huh.
to follow the logic here. Let me just give myself some brain damage.
Imagine being that chatter. Like, hey, Hassan, did you check out this video? Do you want me?
Ooh, look at
want me to
me.
kill
I'm an
myself?
emo girl, and I change my politics all the time. Ooh.
Time out. Time out.
please.
Emo?
Yeah.
I wasn't even gonna bring that up. No.
The thing is that, like, I mean, he should know this. He's like my age. Like, there's a difference between goth, emo, and scene. You would say that Shoe on Head would be like a scene girl adjacent, like almost hipster style 2011. That's really where it is. It's not emo. Like, that's not. What are you, fucking retarded?
Oh,
of
yeah.
course not.
That
Hassan is much older. Yeah, he's like, what,
hipster.
46 now, right?
100%
Something like that? I
hipster.
forgot.
Hold on. For me, it's the wild
Yeah.
way that he frames
know.
having nuanced opinions,
I know.
like, depending on the subject. Like, God
47.
forbid
I know.
you disagree with Hassan Piker,
know.
the arbiter of correct opinions of the
He's a
internet.
boomer, he is.
I do not have that many videos. I have like 100 videos in the span of.
Wait. Hassan Piker's a boomer? Wait a second. 46. 83. He is. He's a boomer.
Like a decade, you could go randomize and click on any of those videos and you wouldn't be able to tell if it was made today or 10 years ago. Which, honestly, I shouldn't be bragging about, but okay, my point is, I haven't changed that much. And the things I have changed my mind about, I'm very open about. The way he's framing
The
people-
worst part about that is that you can go back 20 years for me and do the same thing. And you will see an obnoxious, annoying 16, 17-year-old kid. Not a single thing has changed. Literally the same obnoxious, awful person.
changing their minds,
That's it.
changing their
What's the
political
definition
opinions
of
over
awful?
time as like a
Yeah.
bad thing is bizarre,
'Cause,
especially as a guy who's.
I mean, I'll
goal
agree with
is,
you that
I
you're the
assume,
same, but
to change people's mind
hair has-
politically,
just
he's
shut the
totally
fuck
for
up.
people changing their minds politically, but only when they change their mind to agree with him. He
Yes.
supports people changing their mind as
Yeah, very
new
American.
information presents
Yes.
itself. He supports iDubbbz apologizing for the crime of being funny 5 years ago. But when
Oh,
it comes to
big
me
mistake.
changing my mind on
By
like
the way, didn't I heard he broke up with his wife? Did that happen?
3 things over the course of a decade, that's bad. Like, yes, I've changed on a few things, obviously.
That's
From the ages
true. I don't
23
know.
to 35, yes, your opinions
Yes.
are gonna change a
Wow.
little
Of
sometimes.
course.
Way, really?
Like, you probably don't believe the same
Well, like-
things you believed, like, 10 years ago.
I hope
No,
not.
absolutely not. Well, I think in that video that you talked about, I don't know, I remember like a couple of months ago, you were like, I had a baby and then I lived in the city and then I was
Uh-huh.
like, man, baby safety and putting money into
Yeah.
the police.
Right.
Isn't that bad, you guys? And
Yeah.
maybe that was different when you were like 20 or 25.
Right, exactly. Like, when I was living in, like, sheltered suburbs, I was like, ACAB,
Exactly.
f the police. And then you live, and then you're an adult with a child, and you live in the city, and it's like, oh, actually, no, we need more police.
I think it was the body cams. That's what really kind of let everybody knew what was really going on. Is like everybody says like, oh my God, they're doing all this crazy shit to the minorities, and then you watch a video and it's somebody running away. They won't give you their name. They're trying to kick out the window of the cruiser. You have to put them in the paddy wagon. They shit themselves on the way to the state.
hell, it doesn't have to be. Actually, I watch a lot of video body cams from. I've seen a lot from Wisconsin. There's a guy who does a lot of it in Wisconsin. I think it's like Code Blue or something. And he pulls a lot from over in La Crosse area, I think it's called. And there ain't no race involved there. There's just, yeah, I mean, they're white people. They're crazy. They're on drugs, and so yeah, you can watch them. Watch it. They're just criminals. They're just criminals, and yeah, it's just they're all criminals.
They won't tell you they've got a knife in their pocket. You got to figure it out, and then you put them in there, and they're screaming. They're screaming at you all the way over there. Like, it's just fucking annoying, man. Like, and you really get a different level of respect for the police. I think it's really the body cams. That, like, I mean, that was the biggest fucking Uno reverse of their lives.
It was.
Like,
I
after we
want
saw
more of
body
them.
Cams, all that ACAB shit, all that fucking police or racist shit. That was gone.
Never mind.
I just confuse terminally
Now they wanna
left
get rid
right
of it,
brained
yeah.
people. I always have. Hyper-partisan people absolutely hate me because they can't just like put me into a neat little box and then smash that box with a hammer. Hassan usually can hand wave away critics like, oh, they're just an Israel shill, they're just a Zionist. He can't do that with me. He hand waves them away by calling
He can. He's just gonna say that you're an emo girl.
them neocons or neoliberals. He can't do that with me. Alt-right incels. He can't do that with me. So what does he do?
The thing is that, like, this is the implication that, like, he has to operate inside of the realm of truth. What if that's a false premise? No, he doesn't.
He malfunctions and starts calling me emo. Like, okay, man, you got me. Emo is when eyeliner, I guess. In the hyper-partisan mind, it is completely impossible to hold several non-contradictory opinions at the same time, like wanting free healthcare but also wanting a strong border. Like, to me, those aren't contradictory whatsoever. In fact,
They're mutually exclusive. You can't want both.
that works together. You don't want to override your healthcare system, right? Your focus should be
can only have one or the
American citizens. Like, in their mind, like, Denmark doesn't exist.
That's what I
right?
Well, that's
They
funny.
think, like, oh, if you
That's
think
what I say.
unions are important, you must also be for minors having HRT. Like, no. If you believe in public transportation, you also have to believe in abolishing prisons. Like,
Oh yeah.
no.
See, yeah. So see, this is where, like, for public transportation, like, I miss riding the train over in Europe. Like, I really do miss that. And I know America's way too big for probably riding a train, but like local services, like, you know, I don't know, Chicago to Milwaukee. Well, I mean, that might actually exist, but is it like an hourly service, or is it you know, 3 times a day only? Like, so over there, I mean, I could go from, I don't know, good example is, you know, from where I live to the closest really, well, bigger city was Nuremberg, and it was just like there's a train every like 20 minutes going that way. I don't know. Call me weird. I miss public transportation.
No, sorry, no. I don't know how my ideology is confusing. I don't know how they see that as, like, flip-flopping or being a grifter. When to me, it's, like, completely normal, common sense stuff. Like, you can't...
They're goy. You scoy 'em. I mean, you can't even really hold it against them, honestly. I mean, they're born that way. It's not even their fault. Yeah.
Really?
I mean, like, really, you can't. That's just the way they are.
have a country in decay like this. You can't. It will not be fixed by people like Hassan telling young men not to aspire for anything and saying stupid shit like telling people it's cool to steal.
Would you steal from Whole Foods?
I'm pro stealing from big corporations.
Like,
man.
what in the fucking
Lock 'em
LARP
up.
is that? Yeah, stealing is so cool, dude. Let's just steal from big corporations so those big corporations move out of that community. And then that community turns into a crime-ridden, unsafe shithole ghost town and a food desert. Like, yeah, bro,
Blame
you're
that on racism.
You're really fighting the man. Listen, you can tell people that billionaires are the real enemy until you are blue in the face, and it might be true, but Jeff Bezos is...
Everybody has the courage to hate the top 1%. But who's brave enough to hate the bottom 1%?
That's a good. That is actually a really good question. Even though it's more like top 1% versus bottom 5%. Oh man. Yeah, and the thing is, it's like, okay, yeah, let's steal stuff. They're gonna close the shop wherever the heck that is, because they can just open another one wherever they want, where the crime isn't as bad, or just say screw it, and then everybody's worse off.
That's the real problem. Me? That's right. Those are the real problem, boys.
the one stabbing them on a train, you know? You can't have a peaceful, functioning, socialist or even social democratic society with the delusional social policies of Hassan Piker. You just can't. Anyway,
Nope.
sorry,
It's because all of their entire worldview is based off of virtue signaling and making themselves feel good. Obviously, you can't have open borders while at the same time you let anybody get health care. Because then everybody's going to come there and
That's
get health care,
contradictory.
and the hospital isn't going to work.
Yep.
Duh. But nobody wants to think about this because it's not about an ideology. It's about using these words and saying these things to indicate you're part of an in-group. It's like Hail Hydra. At least that one made more sense.
Going on a tangent. It's just so funny he sees my politics as like incoherent, when to me his politics are the ones that are incoherent. The video was barely political. My response to him was about his like nihilistic mindset when it comes to young men. Because for years we had to watch the media shove this guy down our throat like he was the Joe Rogan of the left. Oh, he was gonna save young men from the alt-right pipeline. By the way, this guy is never going to be the Joe Rogan of the left because like Joe Rogan, at least
I would argue that people like Hassan lead more guys towards being alt-right, you could say. And the reason why is that there are these very blatant and glaring hypocrisies. Things like, for example, encouraging stealing. Everybody knows he's never going to steal. So it's like, why are you telling people to do this? Or like, oh, well, everybody should be, people should be taxed more. And like, you live in like a huge house. Like there's a problem where like you have these like dramatic, huge character flaws that contradict your ideology directly. And in the process of that, I think that you do invalidate a lot of criticism that people have you do invalidate a lot of what you're saying because people just look at that and they say, well, if you really believe this, why don't you live this way? And if you don't live this way, then you don't really believe this. It's really just that simple.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I mean, I think honestly, like it's a very good indicator. Like if people don't live a certain way, they probably don't really believe what they're saying.
Rogan from years ago, I don't know about now, was all about listening to other people's beliefs and hearing other people's opinions. Yeah. Hassan does not do that. Hassan closes his ears and goes, la la la, I can't hear you, you're stupid, I'm smart. For years, we had to listen to how this guy is gonna push young men away from the GOP. They are leaving the GOP, but they're not going to Democrats, and
no.
I don't know if they're going to the left either. But anyway, my video was not political. In fact, the only part that, was political was the part where I agree with Hassan about the genocide in Gaza.
If you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience.
Very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean.
My point there was, you can't be telling young men to only care about things that directly affect them, and then make it your life mission to tell those same young men to care about things that don't directly affect them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's just Muslim identity politics. That's it.
Kind of is. I don't know. So yeah, it's the exact opposite. You're supposed to care about what you can influence and not care about. I mean, you can care about it, but just you're not going to stop whatever's happened over in Gaza. You're just not. I mean, the best you can do is not the best you can do. I mean, you could try to influence more if you would actually become, famous, popular, rich, get into politics and actually go further than just your local city council or something. But the only thing that normal person, that's not really the way I want to say it. A person who doesn't really want to go further than their own personal beliefs and whatever. You go to a school board meeting and you'll voice your opinion if you have kids or something like that. I mean, so you should be concerned about what's going on in your area and what you can influence. So I guess, you can vote. I guess what you vote for in your more local area will influence you more though. Because for instance, if you're you live in Chicago, if you don't, you should be voting for your bureau, the people who are in charge of your bureaus down there, yeah.
I've said it before. Hassan will always fall off on the side of defending Islamic terrorism. Every single time. That's why he identifies as a Muslim, except he's going to brothels and he's going around, eating bacon. As far as I know, drinking alcohol. He has a dog. That's all it is. It's literally just.
Hey, I mean, proof is in the pudding. Look right behind him, top shelf. There's a nice wine up there and 2 glasses. I wonder how much that wine bottle cost. Definitely drinks alcohol.
Just anti-West Muslim identity politics.
Want me to lose
That's the way it is.
chunks of my brain? Do you want me to John Fetterman myself so I can understand the compelling argument the Shuon head makes? One that should have been left in the dustbin of history all the way back in 2016.
As if opinions from 2016 aren't still here today that are good.
Literally, technically, I mean, I'll put my stats on the screen. I am literally more relevant today than 2016. Like, more people are watching.
Oh, yeah.
So these aren't opinions from 2016. These are opinions from now, Hassan. People disagree with you now.
Look at me. As an emo girl, 4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
Wait, 4chan guys want to fap to me? Wait, I thought it was super cool and progressive
Man.
to have like an army of men who simp for you online. That's not very woke of you, Hassan.
First of all, I like how you used the word fat.
Nobody actually respects a lot of these sex workers. Nobody does. That's the truth. And that's the reason why, at the end of the day, when people get pushed comes to shove, they actually get pressed on it. They will use that as an insult. It's because they don't actually respect them. They do it as like a form of performative feminism. But you don't use an insult at somebody and then say that you support that work. You don't do that. I respect all sex workers. You know, I usually don't. I don't call them like, I never do that. Of course I do.
That's so old, isn't it? It's like gooning now.
Yes,
Come
it's
on.
gooning.
Look
Come
at
on.
progress.
Come on, get with the times. It should have been left in 2016, Hassan. Come on.
Respect them too. Yeah.
If this was said
I say
by
fap yet,
anyone
too.
else,
I'm
he
old.
would be calling it misogynistic and sexist. But it's being said by someone with the hive mind approved opinion, so it's okay. It's called
Yes.
dark woke, Chud. We decided to become
Yeah.
more hypocritical and annoying. You wouldn't get it. If I was getting paid for men to fap to me like many of his friends and ex-girlfriend porn star do for a living, that would be fine, he would support it. But since I don't do that and I'm just like a normal YouTuber, it's a way to insult and degrade me. It is interesting though how Hassan uses unfuckable as an insult to hurl towards men and fuckable as an insult to hurl towards women. I think it was Bell Hooks that once argued that patriarchy harms men by reducing their worth to status and conquest, while women are harmed by being reduced to only their desirability and being.
It's because that's the way biology is. It's the way it works. And it doesn't matter how many books you write about it. It's still just that's going to be the way it is. And people get mad about it. Just get mad
Yeah,
all
that's
they want.
true.
But like at the end of the day, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
People get mad. Everybody gets mad. People hate reality. They don't like it. Makes them mad.
Conquered. You should
Yeah.
not be getting feminism mogged by someone who does not call themselves a feminist, Hassan. Not a good look, buddy.
I'm the biggest
And
feminist
also,
on
bro,
Twitch.
you thirst trap more than I ever have in my entire life. You are on the cover of JQ. JQ?
GQ?
You are on the cover of GQ. In a f***ing
Wait, I don't think Alana knew what that was.
Nope.
I don't think she knew.
tub.
That's
I will put
funny.
the picture up there as censored as I
Ooh,
can.
Freudian slip,
Just
anyone?
To shield everyone's eyes.
Like
Like,
little rubber ducky on his
man.
pee-pee.
you are spread eagle in a
did she not know
magazine. Let me read this to you. Let me read what this journalist said. Are you ready for this? Here's how Hassan Piker starts each day, working out, shooting the shit. It's Monday, 8:30 a.m., and we're in the backyard of a house in West Hollywood, where there's a makeshift private gym with benches, pull-down machines, and dumbbells galore.
Yeah.
This is where 34-year-old political influencer keeps his
34.
thirsted
Wow.
after body fit.
Wow.
What? By the way,
34.
written by a male too, and I'm just
Oh,
like, I
God.
would have thought it was. Yes, I'm pretty sure.
He
Press.
strips his shirt off. An army of girls and gays would kill to be where I am now, next to Piker as he pants in a pair of neon shorts with black Calvin Klein boxers poking out.
The socialist, by
This
the way.
is really gay. It
Oh,
sounds
man.
really gay to me. Sounds super gay. Please explain what JQ is. The Jewish question. It's about whether the Jews control the world.
Sunlight
You didn't know
glistening
that?
off the sweat beading
so
on
it
his
is.
chest. So when it's women and gays thirsting after
look it
you,
up.
then it's a good thing. But God forbid straight men find you attractive. This is the dude that has to keep his girlfriend a secret, like some kind of K-pop star, so he can like be e-boyfriend for his parasocial female fans. I'm always talking about being
Jesus.
married, like when I'm in a relationship, I'm talking about being in a relationship, whatever. I'm
If I was a streamer, I would always lie about being in a relationship. I would, especially if I was a girl. But like, even as a guy, like I've already been through a handful of like public relationships. I learned my lesson.
So did
not
I.
one
That's why I'm
lady
that's why I'm not a
Covered
real
up.
person.
You can make the argument with me.
If I was
When
a
people say
streamer-
like, "Oh, well, she's just a
For
parent."
me, it's different because like, and I think also like now it's different because like,
Like, so this is actually one of the main reasons why I don't use my real face. I have things to protect, and I have a job that I have to protect, and so on. So, you know.
I really do operate inside of my own space. Nobody else wants to have anything to do with me. Nobody likes me. Nobody wants to talk to me. Everybody hates me. And I think to myself, finally, I've got some peace. Thank God. Jesus, bro, this is so relaxed. Oh, man.
Animate on the screen. Okay, fair point.
I'm
However,
worried about it.
Shu doesn't even like have anything that she wears in her YouTube videos that are like revealing.
Yeah.
Like she's very moderate.
people. Wait, hold on. Sorry, my dad is calling. Wait.
Dad, put me on the phone with him. Hey, we're busy. The
That's-
left in a mega body, bro. That always stuck with me.
A progressive mind and a MAGA body. What,
That was just sad.
what does it even mean by that?
Big attractive
It
and
means that all of the leftist guys are fat losers, and all of the right wing guys are like guys that are attractive and go to the gym a lot. That's literally what they're saying. They're saying that like this mindset is for fat losers, and it's their own ideology. Like, why would you say that
eating
about
healthy
yourself?
and working out is right wing. What the f are we smoking?
For like a good 3 years, there was this really weird campaign to make Hassan Piker like the face of progressive masculinity in a bizarre attempt to move men to the left. A progressive in a MAGA body, they said, which like. What the
changed
did
that.
they mean by that?
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're not all ugly, dysgenic freaks. Look, there's one of us who's attractive. What? Mr. Piker's success on camera, in some part, has been aided by the fact that he is, by conventional standards, a very handsome man. He is 6 feet 4 inches tall and built.
Keep that in mind every time you look at his shoes. By the way,
Platforms.
like it's crazy. He's a tall guy already. Why do you have to wear basically? I mean, there are high heels shorter than that. There are.
Like a professional athlete, a square jaw, a beard, and a head of thick, dark hair.
Yeah.
It's the one aspect many of my haters can't shake, Mr. Piker said of his appearance in a Twitch broadcast last year. They can't turn around and be like, you're not hot. Indeed, tens of thousands of viewers may watch his videos for his political views, but many also tune in for their view of Mr. Piker himself, whose social media profiles are littered with suggestive images of his muscly body in states of undress, or thirst traps, as the pictures are known. Some of his
Very
fans
odd.
scrape, screenshot, clip, and repackage them into fan cams that travel across the internet, glorifying Mr. Piker's appearance and indirectly his beliefs. That is yet again another mainstream article saying one of the only reasons people watch Hassan is because he's attractive, and that he uses his
Not
appearance
good.
and thirst traps to gain a following. So is he like projecting onto me? Is that what this is? Is he like insecure about his thirst traps and his reputation of being nothing but eye candy? And listen,
I
I'm
think that the more that you try to play off of anything like that, you're gonna have people that don't like you. And also, this is what happens. There are so many e-girls that were really popular 10 years ago, and now they're not. Why are they not popular?
Because they're 10 years older. Yeah. I mean, attractiveness is not the thing that you're supposed to be. I mean, I guess short-term gain, as long as you know what to do with them. They didn't. I'm sure they didn't. They're got all that money and they probably didn't even bother investing any of it.
We all know why. Everybody knows why. That's the truth. And so you never want to play off of that. Yeah, bro, like we all know. I'm not going to name any names because we all know who they are.
Delusional, okay? Obviously, your looks can help take you further in life, online and offline. Like, if I was morbidly obese or hideously ugly, I probably wouldn't have, like, half the following I have. You can easily say the same thing for Hassan. But at least I organically collected my simps and didn't have some, like, astroturfed glaze fest propping me up for years as some kind of, like, political...
Yeah, she was getting reposted on 4chan with guys confusing her for boxing. That's how you do it. That's the real way to do it. I remember this really well. So well. It was like 2011, 2012. And oh yeah. Remember that?
symbol. Embarrassing.
I was one of the people that subscribed
now
then, too.
38 years
like,
old, want to fap to me.
38. You mean 3 years
there.
older than us, Hassan?
Yeah.
Oh my god, the people that are in my demographic.
And what's so funny is like his little fangirls were coming at me on Twitter like, you're nearly 40 and you dress like a Hot Topic cashier. Like, and Hassan and I are the exact same age. I think we're a month apart in age. And like, look how he dresses. We are literally co-workers at the Hot Topic,
Jesus.
okay?
People like Shoeonhead are basically a humanoid version of a f***ing Reddit aggregator.
Reddit? Reddit hates me.
Literally 80% of his audience are f***ing Redditors. Are we f***ing for real right now?
Bro is loved on Reddit. Like, why didn't he say 4chan or Twitter? He's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like, he can't even banter or do the jokes correctly.
Unironically,
Jesus,
I
this
think
is
this
bad.
entire rant, this
is
clip,
really
just
bad.
sounds like if you were just to post the question, what do you think of Shoeonhead on r/politics, and then read the comment
gosh.
section?
Yes.
It's just angry
Jesus.
Reddit-coded malding. You wanna know the worst part? This is the best thing you
What?
could come up with. This is the best you could do.
Jesus Christ. What an unbearable f***ing way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from Shoeonhead. If you're getting your politics from a person like Shoeonhead, you should
There's a
be
video about a video game, by the way.
embarrassed.
What's your get your politics from Shoeonhead? I don't expect my audience to get their politics from
Reddit
me.
and
I expect them
Twitter,
to be
just incels.
entertained,
Twitter
to
is.
laugh, to
It's
think,
great.
to engage with the discourse at hand. I don't try to like pass off as someone you should get your politics from. I don't think my audience should get their politics from me or any YouTuber for that matter. I think they
Except
should
me.
do their own research, come to their own conclusions. I just say my opinions and people
me.
are free to
Fine.
agree or disagree. Hassan, on the other hand, like
Yeah.
really thinks he's some serious political commentator.
Okay, well, see, this is where Asmongold, yep, a little bit of his narcissism right there. Well, except for me, you got to get your politics from me. Oh, I don't know. No, we don't. But I like listening to you.
Bro, you're a Twitch streamer. I'm a YouTuber.
Yep.
But that's the difference between you and I. I know what I am.
Oh my God, the things I want to say to people like this.
Then say it.
Say it.
Huh.
Say it.
Say it.
Pussy. Did he change into a suit because I made fun of his Gucci shirt?
Like, you can literally see him scanning his chat of domestic terrorists,
Yo.
like Redditor for insults, right?
This is so lazy.
I find it more compelling when someone deconstructs why you're
Right.
being stupid. I swear, I think if he had an audience that thought it was okay, he would obviously bring up that you're a girl. Stupid woman! It's like he's fighting his bro like instincts.
He's reverting back to bro tips, Hassan Piker.
Yeah.
Going back to factory settings.
This week's bro tip
Yeah.
is about bringing out the alpha male in you. This is a classic example
Oh,
of
God.
what happens when your father
Oh,
doesn't
my.
pay attention to you. You turn out to be a slut who's craving for attention, and then I tend to pick you up at a bar late night and bang you out on the first date.
All his insults I've already 8-miled him on because I've already made fun of the fact that my eyeliner is from 2008. I'm in no position to talk about style. I still do my makeup like it's 2009. I already made fun of the fact that you shouldn't get your politics from me. If you were going to Shoeonhead
for political information. You are deep fried.
He never self-insults. Like, you can make jokes about yourself. Like, I've joked about a million times, like, oh, I'm a 400-pound man behind an avatar. Like, it's funny. Like,
They
who gives
all
a
are.
I feel like just takes himself way too seriously. The most popular streamers, every single one
There's
that
a lot of people that take themselves really seriously, and it's because they're insecure. That's the reason why. It's pretty obvious. It's sad to see some people that, you know, they fall into that trap, but there's a lot of instances of that.
I can name that are at the top with Twitch with Hassan. Every single one of them at least like makes jokes about their appearance. Aspen talks about how he's bald and doesn't have any teeth. He leaves himself so exposed to being made fun of, and then he wonders why everybody makes fun of him. Like, just join in. It's part of being a human being.
Honestly, good luck, dude.
Thanks.
Oh, he crashed out. He had like to wipe the drool off his mouth.
People should.
He's like, he's like frothing.
Why are you frothing at the mouth like a bulldog?
All right, so then we got one of these Hassan orbiters, so a former booby streamer. This is this.
Oh man, dude, oh man. Okay, let's go.
This is Casey Tron.
Oh my god, I cannot stand this girl. This shoe-on head girl, pick me woman.
Shoe on head and her dumb audience.
Her dumb audience of incels. Like, I don't know. It's like shoe-on head.
Wasn't your audience incels too? I mean, you former booby streamer.
If you like care so.
Isn't it crazy that, like, I remember whenever this girl was like pretty attractive and, you know, she was popular on Twitch, etc. And she's just evolved, and like we're about the same age too. Like, she's just evolved into one of these like middle-aged women that picks up a tabloid magazine on like like at the grocery store and starts reading it and gossiping with the other middle-aged woman about what Kate Middleton is wearing. It's really crazy that, like, I've watched, like, this is my life. These are people.
I've seen prettier women doing that. I mean, this one's like, I don't know what to say about her.
That are my age, and they've turned into this. It's scary. It's really fucking scary.
Much about these incels, go one.
This is such a self-report for being a retarded whore. Like, I love the implication too that like Casey Brown thinks the only way you can truly care about men is if you have sex with them. Does this thought
I completely agree.
Oh yes.
process just come free with not having a father figure? Do I have to have unresolved daddy issues to comprehend this?
Is that problematic for me to say?
No, it's just retarded.
Like, prove you care so much about these incels and their inability to get sex. Go one. Oh wait, you won't? Because you're just grifting to them? Like, you don't even.
You know what? I agree with Casey Strawn. Every girl that agrees with me politically has to have sex with me. This is, you know what? I never thought about
Gold
this.
mine.
This is a great opinion. I totally agree. Wow. Why didn't I think of this before? This is brilliant.
Oh, man.
Maybe I should start smoking weed for every meal of the day. Well, I guess for her it must be 10 times.
Even want to get with them either. But you'll condemn other women for not wanting to who you don't want to Okay.
When did I ever condemn women for not wanting to people? What is it? Hat on foot again. Hat on foot making YouTube videos from Earth 2 about how women owe men sex. What
She's
the
really
fuck
fantasizing.
Why is everything sex with these people too? Like, everything is sex. You talk about the human desire to like create a family and have a legacy, and they're like, sorry you can't get laid, incel. Sorry you can't get pussy.
Says the chick that sits in her room all day and smokes weed until she's numb.
People. Are you being serious?
Good clip. Good clip.
Dog, what do you...
If you look up the
By the way, this might not be something she'd want to hear, but that's what my mom did. That coughing that same way, she should stop that. She should. You should stop doing that. There's not a good ending for this. Stop smoking cigarettes. Stop smoking weed. It's really bad for you. It's just a little not so fun fact.
Dangers of smoking marijuana in like a Kids Dare pamphlet. There's just a picture of Casey Tron's face.
You're happily married and have a child, but because some fat retard on Twitter thinks you're a grifter, you're gonna need to a bunch of random men to prove them wrong. What do you just have to do? Like a weekly raffle? Pull a random incel out of a hat? How do you verify that one of your
Subscriber
people
number
are
20?
Yeah.
I stand by what I said.
Like Bonnie Blue.
Shoe on Head should be thanking me for giving her and her incel following. Say it again, Award! Say it again,
Incel! It's like a parrot, man.
What? Incel!
The reason why Casey Tron hates men is because men pick different women than Casey Tron. That's the reason why.
Yep.
She used to not feel this way, but then after men decided that there were other women that were more attractive and better worth watching, then she decided that she hated all men. It's just like what I've said, is that most people's viewpoints and ideology is actually just personal unresolved trauma.
You know Jafar from Disney?
Hassan is Jafar and like
She's the parrot.
sitting on their incel. She's a good girl. Yes, giving her a
Yeah, here's your cracker.
So once again, people in his chat brought up my video. He has not responded to it. He has not made a single point. Called me emo, called me irrelevant, you know, but he didn't call me wrong. Notice that.
They never call
That's
you
what I
wrong.
say.
They call you emo, but they'll never call you wrong.
Did you see what Sean had responded on Twitter? No. Also, what? What?
Nice suit.
It's crazy to me. One of the things is like how much random pausing there is. I mean, I usually try to say stuff, right? I feel like in some cases I say too much. I do. Like I could just like sometimes just like shut the fuck up. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, sorry about that.
Who cares?
Dude, that laugh is killing me.
Bro,
I have
fake laugh. What is going on?
What are you guys talking?
Are you sure he's not almost crying? It sounds like he's holding back crying with laughter.
Talking about, man?
What are you guys talking about?
Bro, I'm literally over here talking about how I'm doing a rally with someone who's running in Philadelphia.
I'm out here doing the revolution, okay? Like, that's cute, Hassan. That's adorable.
He's not a politician, man. The majority of the people that know your name only ever heard of you because you electrocuted your dog live on stream.
Kaya, please just fucking go.
Oh, no.
Stop.
Poor
Isn't
dog.
it crazy? It's already been over a year since this.
Does he not understand that?
I'm pretty sure it has, actually. Has it been a year? I think it's been a year.
It's been
Like they don't give a fuck about your
9
rally,
months?
bro, in the background over here. They want you to call
Sometime in the middle of summer, I
Nazi
thought.
to validate their hatred and their feelings.
October
Whatever
7th, October
Shoe on headset.
Oh,
It's the laugh again. No, you're joking. Stop.
Hassan is pissed because, like, he's finally out doing something in the real world, and the only thing people care about, the only thing people are talking about in regards to him online right now is this. And you know what? To be, like, completely fair, which is something these people would never do for me, this was a better response than his first response. He's basically just like, I don't care, I'm busy doing, like, real things in the real world. Okay,
Yep.
fair enough,
That's better.
understandable, have a nice day. But then, then he says this.
Talk to me when we got the wiki feed ratings up for Shoe on Head. Okay, what's their wiki feed looking like? Okay,
Got the bro tips coming out again.
what's their
What? What is going on?
Wait a
Did
sec,
I
what are we
listen to
talking
that
about?
Woman said? No, absolutely not. Let me know if I can see her feet, though.
What?
Weird thing to
Honestly,
say.
it would be Giga Chat if it came from anyone funny or likable.
Like, if the chatter didn't even bring it up, why did you bring up WikiFeed.
I know. By the way, if you guys don't know, WikiFeed is a website where people upload pictures of like celebrities' feet. Let's look up Hassan's.
What?
Oh my, no way. He's got his
man.
bare tootsies online.
Oh god.
Wait, I have a higher feet score than Hassan. Is this what this is about?
He's mad.
He's been foot mogged.
By the way, never addressed anything you said. Never
No.
even attempted to refute a point you
No.
made. Just starts going on about like WikiFeed.
If I sold feet pics, if I sold pictures of my feet, would he use this as an insult? No, because he's Mr. Sex Positive, Mr. Sex Work is Real Work, Mr.
It's
Brothel
sex
Boy.
work, yeah, I'm making a difference, unlike Shu and her stupid video. Also, did you know she's stupid?
She's stupid. Don't go watch the video. Don't go watch it, guys. She's stupid.
Also, her feet are kind of nice looking.
Oh my god.
The craziest part about all of this was after his
Jesus.
crash out and like after everyone was making fun of him, he gets on Twitter and he's like, I've yet to watch any of her content.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me? So
Liar.
what the f- are you basing all of this on? How am I stupid? How do I change my politics? How am I just an emo girl that men fap to? Either A, he's lying and he has seen my content, or B, he's just blindly repeating things he's seen other people say about me. Either way, it's pathetic. He's stuck between like
Jesus.
wanting to be above it all. Ugh, I don't even know who that is. I'm out here doing the revolution and wanting to tear me down. But he can't do both. So as it stands right now, what he's saying is that he has literally never heard me speak. He just looked at me and went, "Woman online must be a whore."
Based.
Which honestly, not a bad guess.
People should be more embarrassed, okay? What happened to shame?
Oh, wait. I find it incredibly
Wow.
ironic that the guy who used chain lightning on his dog live on stream in front of thousands of people and then lied about it and gaslit everybody thinks that anyone else needs to be
Jesus.
embarrassed about anything. Like, you've spent your entire career, the better part of a decade plus,
my
being
God.
a political commentator, but the
Oh my-
only thing that the majority of the internet knows you
Dun,
for is
dun,
fucking zapping your
dun,
dog for
dun,
stepping off
dun,
its 4 square
dun,
foot
dun,
cot that you've
dun,
designated
dun,
for
dun,
it.
dun,
That's your
dun, dun,
fucking
dun, dun, dun.
legacy, Hassan.
Oh.
Like,
God
obviously
damn.
he watched the video and something in it
Wow.
really had him rattled. Like, was it the brothel
That's bad.
thing? Was it the clock meme? Because if it was the clock meme, that was a joke, okay?
That's
We're the
still
same
true.
age, Hassan. It is not too late. This is
Yeah.
all not that serious. I just thought it was really funny and everybody was asking for a response video. So there's your response video. I also just want to make it clear
Jesus.
that if he responds, I will not be responding back unless it's something absolutely
That's
insane
really
that
stupid.
requires a response. I refuse to get caught in the Hassan Piker content loop. I will leave that to the professional Hassan Piker farmers. There are people who have
More
made
Pegasus.
diabolical wealth off of
Yep.
farming this guy, okay? I'm but a humble culture war farmer. I'm but a humble gender war farmer. And my crops are dying. I must get back to them. They're calling him the corniest man alive.
Dude.
The final boss of performative male feminism. The human
Pegasus- it is
Brian
Pegasus.
Griffin. This is like when like a hot girl has like a video game controller and she's like licking it. She's like,
Yes, or like with the cat ears, the little
Yes.
headset with the cat ears. I
this
love
is
that there's not just one picture, it's 2 in different shots. So like, it's like, dude, can you just take a picture of me like holding it and then like putting it down on
and
my
like
lap? like I'm
solemnly
reading
looking
it?
out the window.
My dog is literally just sitting next to me, staring at me. He knows I'm talking about Hassan. He knows, Kaya, I will save you.
Okay, Alana, thank you for joining me. You made it less painful to watch this shit, okay? I'm glad you were with me for this. Plug your stuff for everybody watching.
Follow me on Twitter,
Wow.
on Smugalana. Follow me on Twitch. I go live 5 days a week. Join my
5
Discord. Lots of really
days?
nice people to
Holy
hang out in
shit.
there.
That's like a
Absolute pleasure,
job.
Kami Mommy. Emo girl with the feet.
Yes.
Jesus.
If you like this video, please subscribe, and if you can, donate to my Patreon, link down below. I'm going to
Wow.
start doing live streams for Patreon members only. That should be a lot of fun, and I will see you guys next time with a new video.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. It's just
All right. I'm not a fan of Hassan, obviously. And Asmund I like to listen to every now and then. He didn't actually have that much to say this time. That's actually kind of funny. He only had a couple of tangents. I think I even talked longer one time But Smug, I mean, it was just a video I really wanted to watch with myself and you guys, and kind of wanted to make a video about it because I mean there was I mean there's three people who I watch on a regular basis. Smug, I watch Sue, I watch Asmon. Asmon is one of those. I'm not sure if I mean I watch him some, not a lot. But Sue on ahead, like whenever something really drastic happens, where I'm starting to feel like I'm teetering too far one side, where I'm, you know, running away from people like Hassan Piker. Sue helps me remember that I still do believe in a lot of centrist stuff, and I hope that one day that we can actually say that there is a centrist again. Right now, there really isn't because of the fact that we have to pick between the two, and there's never anyone who's actually a centrist. Um, that kind of sucks. So, I just wanted to watch that with you guys. But that's pretty much what I got for this one, and I hope you don't mind what I had to say. So, have a good one.